Okay, so today we are going to discuss about how we can store user defined object, user defined class, I can say object, user defined class objects into collection. Okay, because in the example, okay, in the example we have stored the integer type of data. Okay, we have stored the string type of data, we have stored the double type of data. Okay, all these are the primitive types, all these are the primitive types, or no doubt string is a primitive as well as a non-primitive, so that we have stored here into the collection. But now we have to store the user defined class objects. That means that, for example, assume we do have the class, we have the class as an employee, we do have the class as a employee, and this employee object we have created. Okay, with this assume like employee id is there, employee name is there, okay, then employee salary is there, okay, like this one. So this is what with getter, setter and the constructor, this is what my simple pojo class, and this classes object I'm going to create. Okay, and that objects I want to add into the collection. So that may be array list, or that may be a list, that may be a set, or that may be a map like this one. So just if I have to go to the, like for example, I have the object of the employee as a emp1, okay, is equals to new, okay, employee. Okay, in that one I always put like 101. Okay, this is the employee id, employee name, okay, and employee salary. So assume like it is the 60K, like this one I put it. So exactly same way I can have the multiple objects, I can have the multiple objects like this one, employee 1, employee I can say 2, then employee 3. Okay, like this one here 2 I just added 102. Okay, here I just added 103. Okay, here there is the sham, here we have the jam, okay, 70, and here we have the 90. So like this one we have created object, and now these objects of the class employee class I need to store into the collection. Okay, so how we can store that one, what it will be the usability of that one? Okay, so I can say very simply like the normal data which we have stored into the collection, that is what the in the set, in the list, or in the map, exactly same way we can store this employee object into the collection. So for example, see, I do have the list, I do have the list, small list is equals to new, okay, and I can just array list. I just go for the generic style, so I will mention here that I can store only employee type of records over here. I can store only employee type of record. So list bracket employee, okay, list is equal to new. That means that I have made the array list, I have made the array list of type employee only, array list of type employee only. So this is what exactly I created the object of the employee type, that is what the list. And now I can add the records. So very simply I can write list dot add, okay, and in a bracket I can put here the emp1. Okay, so employee 1 will be get added exactly same way all these are three records. Okay, I can add control v here, control v, so employee 2 is there, and here employee 3. So I added employee records in this one. So as it is like a normal data which we have already stored into the collection, same way we can store the record into the list or into the set or into the map, like this one only. Okay, programmatically we will observe this one how exactly it is happening. Okay, like if it is in the list there is no problem, if it is in the list there is no problem, but when we goes to the set or when we go to the map, there is little differences while working with the user defined objects actually, while working with the user defined object, and hence we need to discuss this topic separately. See how it is happen. Okay, we'll go first for the list. Okay, So I am just here. Okay, in the collection here we have created the separate. Okay, now in this one, in the collection itself we have created these classes. Okay, I will create a new class. Okay, in that one I will create one class, my list of employee, my list of employee, like this one. So I am just creating my list of the employee, and here actually I am going to create the main method. Okay, so my list of the employee, here I'm going to create the list. I'm going to create the list where I can store only, the records of the employee. So already that a statement I have been written. Okay, so I can write this. Okay, and I can paste over here, control V. Okay, I have to make this as employee type, employee. Okay, here too it is of type employee. Okay, and again it is giving the error for the employee because I have not created the employee. Okay, employee mp1, emp2, emp3, like this. Okay, as this is showing the problem to this one, so I will import the util package for this one too, it will be get imported. Okay, but as in this project I have not created the employee class, so I simply try to create a new class. Okay, in this one I will create a jita.beans. Okay, so all the beans I'm going to put over here, and here is my class employee. Okay, so in that one there will be a no main method here. Okay, so private integer employee id, private integer employee id, private string employee name. Okay, and private double, private double, and I can just say salary, like this one. So in this way I created these three private data members. Okay, I will go for the creating the getter and setter methods. So right click, source, in that one generate getter and a setter. Okay, so I select all, and it will generate all the getter setters for this one. Okay, to access the private member outside. Okay, exactly same way I will create the constructors for this. So here actually we have the constructor using fields. Okay, with all these fields. Okay, in this one I just remove this one part, I don't want. Okay, so employee id, name and salary, that we can pass. If you want to create the empty constructor, we can create the empty constructor, so public void. Okay, employee. Okay, and in this one I have not put anything. Okay, this is what very basic constructor I just created, I have not put anything. So this is what my employee class with the employee ID, name and the salary. Okay, getter, setter methods and the parameterized constructor. Now this object, this employee I have to put into this. Okay, into the list. Okay, so as it is giving the error, so I will just import this one, com.jtadmins. Okay, so as it is when employee gets imported, now there is no problem. So like this one, we can store all the user defined object into the list. Okay, now if we have to traverse it, we can just go for simple this by using, you can go for either any actually way we have used already in the yesterday. So I just go for the new format of the for. Okay, I have the data here as an employee type, emp. Okay, emp colon, and here there is the list. Okay, and in that list one we have the record of the type employee. Okay, we have the record of type employee, and in this I can try to write this is out this that employee I can display. So here there is emp. Okay, that I'm trying to display. Okay, very basic program. I just simply trying over here. Okay, so I just created the three objects of the employee. Okay, then here actually I have created the list of type employee. Then all these three objects I have been added into the list. Okay, and by using simple for I just traverse into the this list. Okay, and then whatever you see, first object will be comes in the employee first time, it will be get displayed, then second, the fourth, like that. Okay, so in this way I'm trying to write like this one. So as I have not written the toString method over here, I will write the toString method, because if you have not written the toString, you can see the output here. See, I have written like this. I will try to execute. Okay, not saved, so it is asking to save. Okay, and you can see it is storing the objects. It is like this one, so it is like the references only. So I want to get the exact record. Whenever I try to create display the object, it will internally should go to the toString method of that class. So here actually I will write my toString method in this. Okay, public string toString method. It represent your object in the string format, so it returns the string. Okay, toString, and here I will write return. Simply we can say employee ID. Okay, plus double quotation. Okay, here plus employee name plus double quotation. Okay, here plus, and here we can say salary. Very simply, just this is what the I have created this one toString method. It will, whenever we try to display the object, whenever we try to display the object of any particular class, it will internally go invoke the toString method of that class. Okay, that is what the string representation of that particular object. Okay, so if I want to run this one, I just simply run this, and you can see the output. This is my record: 101 ram 60, 102 sham 70, and 103 jam and the 90. So like a normal data only, we can store the records over here. We can store the records over here, and we know that the if I created the same object like this one, see, control C, I just make here control V. Okay, and here I just made as a employee 4. Okay, employee 4. So employee 4 is equal to new employee, record is there as the same 103 jam and the 90. Okay, so exactly same record I will try to add over here. List dot add, list dot add, in bracket we are going to put a emp4 like this one, emp4 employee 4, and we'll put a semicolon over here, control S. Okay, so as we try to execute this, you can see that that record which is been added over here, that will be get added. So you know that in the list actually duplicate records can be stored. Okay, that may be array list, that may be a linked list, that may be a vector or any class which extends a list, or sorry, which implements the list interface. So in this way I added this one. Okay, assume like I just try to write like this one, list dot add, list dot add, and here I will try to put a emp4 again, employee 4 even that I'm trying to add over here, and you can see control S. Okay, and this is what my output, like a thrice that record is been added. Okay, with a different reference I tried, it is okay, like employee 3 and employee 4 I just tried. Okay, and again employee 4 if you tried that, even that record will be get added over here, because as list can store the duplicate records, list can store the duplicate records. Now but there is a situation that we have to store only the unique records. We have to store only the unique records. We don't want that a duplicate record should be get inserted into the database. So in that cases actually list is not a good option. Okay, so we can just go for the, we can just go for the simply I can say we can go for the set. So I just trying to go through here. I will create a new class. Okay, the name of the class is my set. Okay, of employee, my set of a employee, like this one I'm trying. So that means that employee has been added into the set. Okay, here public static void main. So same content will be I'm going to add over here. Okay, that I will create this employee. I will, sorry, I have already this employee has been created. I will create the object. I will take the first three first. Okay, like employee 1, employee 2, like this one, control C. Okay, here again I will paste here, control V. So I do have the three objects. of the employee 1, employee 2, and the employee 3. Now I want to create this, I want to create the set over here. So very simple way to create the set is what? Set small set is equals to new. Okay, and any class you can use. So I just written a hash set. I just written a hash set. Okay, which will not maintain the insertion order. We guys know that. Okay, so I just import the java.util package for both. Okay, but I want to make it a generic for the employee. So I just put this one here, employee. Okay, because here I'm going to store these employee records. So I'm just making it as a generic. Okay, control S. Okay, now here in this one I want to add that record. So set dot add. Okay, in that bracket I can put here employee 1. I can put employee 1. Okay, and it will be get added simply like this one only. So control C. Okay, control V, and here too. Okay, like this one. So employee 1, employee 2, and here employee 3 will be get added. We know that like in this way if you tried, okay, so it will not maintain the insertion order. It is okay. I will try to display for in bracket. Again it is of type employee only. Employee emp colon, and here we have the set. Okay, so it will retrieve the elements from the set. Okay, we'll try to display output. Okay, that is what the emp, and whenever we try to display, it will internally goes to the toString method and returns the result. So very basic program I tried. Okay, so you can see the output here. Okay, so all three records 101, 103, 102 has been added over here. Okay, in this one, okay, so as employee 3 has been added. Now I just try to write here set dot add, and in a bracket I will try employee 3 again, employee 3 again. Okay, here employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, like this one. So I just try to add this. You know that whenever we guys are working with a hash set, or we are working with a set, actually internally it is using hash table as abstract data type. So it will generate the hash code. Okay, that is what the unique code according to the data. Okay, and then according to that hash code, the records will be get inserted over here. So as we are trying to put here employee 1, employee 3, and employee 3, both will have the same, we can say hash code. Both will have the same hash code here. You can see. So only one record is been get inserted over here. Okay, so only that jump, once jump will be get displayed. Even though I added this thrice, fourth time, okay, that employee 3 will be get added only once. Employee 3 will be get added only once here. So this is how it can store only unique records here. But now assume like I'm creating the employee fourth object. I'm just trying to create an employee fourth object here. Okay, and the name of object is 4. Name of object is 4, and I will make here the 4. I will make here the 4. So employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, employee 4, like this one I'm trying to show you here. Okay, so now as but employee 3 and employee 4 have the same records. Employee 3 and the employee 4 have the same records, and if both having the same records actually, so it should not insert that one. 103 jam 90 should be inserted only once, because in the earlier program whenever we have put only the names Ram Sham Jam, so it have been stored only the unique records in the set. Okay, and here too it should have done same. Okay, here even in the earlier we tried to insert the employee 3 twice, and it was not allowed. Only one jam is been get inserted over here. But now when I create a new employee 4 object, and the same record I'm trying to add here, and through that one I want to insert here into the set. Okay, and now you can see here what exactly output is coming. That jam is added twice. Jam is added twice. So we observed in the introduction part itself that set can store only unique records. Duplicates are not allowed in the set. But still here actually it is allowing us to store the duplicate records. It is allowing us to store the duplicate records only. So what exactly problem is? Why it is allowing that duplicate record? Why it is violating the rule? Why it is violating the rule? When I try to put a set dot add that employee 3 twice. When I try to add this one employee 3 twice, okay, it was not allowing to insert that record. Okay, it is not allowing to insert that record. So only one it will be get added here in the employee. But when I created the employee for object in that one same record I have added and it is still allowing. It simply means that it is not checking the content over here. It is not checking the content over here. So it is checking the references. It is checking the references. And according to that references, it is generating the hash code. Okay. So because as employee 3 and the employee 3, these both having as both are the same, having the same hash code. And that is the reason it is allowing to insert that record only once. But if you consider employee 4, separate memory will be get allocated for this one object and reference will be get written in the employee 4 as a different reference is there. Because of that, a different hash code will be get generated, and that is the reason it is allowing you to insert the duplicate records in the set. It is allowing you to insert the duplicate records in the set, but we don't want to insert these duplicate records. We don't want to insert the duplicate records. Then how you can do, what you can do to this, how we can avoid this, what is the solution to this? Yes, do you want to that the duplicate record should be get inserted? Yes, do you want to add the duplicate records here in the set? Are you both with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, so here there is a problem to this. So how you can avoid that? Okay. So here I can say whenever whenever we try to add whenever whenever we tried to add whenever we try to add duplicates employee records into set, it is allowing it is it is allowing to insert the record. Okay, so I don't want or we don't want to add duplicate records. Then what is the solution? Then what is solution? What is solution? So here actually we observed that they are generating the hash code according to the references. And what we want, okay, we want hash code should be generated. Hash code should be generated according to, hash should be generated according to data. That should be get generated according to the data, and then only like the duplicate or records or the object will be get considered. So for that purpose, for that we the for that the class which objects we are storing into collection should implement two methods. Should implement sir two methods, we can say two methods. What are these two methods? So remember guys, this very important. So we have to override one method int hash code. This is the return type int hash code, and then boolean boolean equals method. Boolean, we have the eh, we have to override boolean equals method. Actually, why it is not working over here? I just go through here how it is been implemented. So I just go to the employee. Okay, in this one, actually it is very famous method actually. So I just right click here. I will go to the sources, and here you can see hash code and the equals method. Hash code and the equals method. So generate hash code and equals method for all these three considering. So I just okay. I have written like this one, and you can see that equals method and the hash code method have been generated. Hash code method and the equals method. I will come back to this. Okay, so this is my equals method and the hash code method. So both method have the contract. Both method have the contract. That means what? Both whenever we tries to add the object into the collection, okay, so it is internally going to check whether that inserting objects are equal or not, or that particular object is exactly same present there or not. And here hash code method is used. Hash code method is used to generate the hash code. It is used to generate the hash code, we can say. So that is here we can say these are the basically two methods which we have to write. Okay, as we have written like this one, okay, so you cannot add the duplicate records. But while writing that one, because logic to this one we have to write. Logic to this one we have to write. So what we have to write here in this one equals method, we have to specify we have to specify how two objects are same or different. Okay, what is the logic how we are going to consider that these objects are the different objects or these objects are the same object. So that logic we have to put here in the equals. Okay, and this hash code method should return unique. Okay, unique. Again, it should generate unique we can say hash code. Okay, it should generate a unique hash code. So these two things we have to put here into the hash code. Okay, let's observe this code exactly what exactly they have put it in the hash code method and the equals method. See here that final int prime 31 random they have created logic. It is not my logic. They have created. Okay, so it is a prime number is equal to 31. Result is equal to 1 default value they given. They are trying to multiply your this prime into result and adding the employee ID. Okay, then if null is like it here result is prime star result plus num is equal to null. Okay, then here 0. Okay, name dot hash code. If it is a null, it is getting the 0 value. Okay, if it is not, then hash code names hash code we are getting and we are adding into the result. Then we are putting long dot temp. Okay, we are getting the salary double to long bits actually. Okay, and then we are using that into the here in this one. Okay, and then finally it is returning that result. Finally it is that returning that result. So this is their logic. You can put any logic, but we don't need to worry about that. I just override this one method. So these are originally belongs to the object class. Okay, and exactly same here we have added the equals method. We have added the equals method over here. So in the equals method, this is equals to obj. That means what? Invoking object and this pass object. See what it does whenever we try to add the particular object, whenever we try to add that particular object, so it simply check, it simply check whether that particular object is already present in the particular collection or not. Okay, so if it, for checking that one, we are checking first references. If both this is equal to reference, that means are checking the reference. And if both having the reference same, that means that both are the same. Both are the same. Okay, so it returns the true. That by simply saying that both objects are same. Both objects are same. And if both objects are same, we cannot insert record into the that particular set we can. Then we are checking, is it obj is equal to null? Is it obj is equal to null? So either of any one is the null. Okay, it is returning the false. That means that it is different one. Okay, then we are checking the classes, we are getting the classes. Okay, get class obj dot get class. If both having from the different classes, that means what, both are the different one, both are the different one, so it is returning like this one. Okay, so if all these conditions are fine, then only it goes here converting that object into the employee, okay, as a other. Okay, and then that others employee id not equals to, then only return the like this one. Okay, if it is same, true, else it will return the false. Name is equal to null. Okay, other dot null not equals to null, like this one. So in this way it is just checking that values. In this way it is checking that values, and according to returns the true or false. If two objects are exactly same, it is returning the true. If two objects are not the same, it is returning the false. And how you are considering the two objects are not same? If employee id is different, okay, or if name is different, or if salary is different. If salary is different, then we are considering that one. If you want to combine employee id with the name, you can put here only this one. Or if employee id is different, name can be same, if you want to that one, so you can put the logic over here. Okay, that logic we can apply here in the equals method. So choice is yours, you can put any logic over here to apply that. So I just added this. Okay, I just saved this, and we can see now. I just go to the this one. Earlier they have been added this. Earlier they have been added, but now we can see only single record will be get added here. Okay, so 10 Ram, Sham, and Jam. Okay, so only one. Okay, earlier it was allowing to add the employee 4 even, but here now we have put it the logic that if name or the id or the salary is exactly same, okay, then I'm considering that this record is exactly same. And if the record is the same, if record is the same, you cannot insert that record into the data, into the set we can say. So that is the reason only. I have not done anything, I just override these two methods, and yeah, rest of the task is done by the internally by the set itself. So now see here we need to understand here when this particular equals method is been called. So I just putting for the testing purpose sys out. Okay, here in I can say in equals. Okay, in I just say in equals method, I'm just going here. Okay, and exactly same way I just put here the message at the starting here itself. Control sys out. Okay, in hash code. Okay, in hash code. So these are the two methods actually we have added, and we have not called it. Internally it has been called. We as a programmer, we are not calling that one explicitly. We are not calling that as a explicitly. So it internally it will be get called. Internally it will be get called. So see here actually again I try to display that. Okay, so I just what I will do, I just put this one into the comment actually. Okay, for sake of understanding only, I'm just showing this one. So see, I just trying to add the employee one. Okay, and here you can see it is in hash code. It went here in the hash code. Okay, and 101 ram 60 that record is been added. Now I just try to add the second. I just try to add the second. You can just see, you can just see it goes here in the hash code again. Okay, and it is adding the record this one, but you can see equals method is not called, equals method is not called. Okay, so now here actually here it will, when I try to add this one again here too, the equals method will be not called because the records are the different one, records are the different one. So different hash code will be get generated, different hash code will be get generated, different hash code will be get generated, and because of that, because of that it is allowing that record to be get inserted over here. Okay, so it is not going to the equals method even to check whether two objects are the same or not, whether two objects are the same or not. So but when I try to add this, see here employee 3, I just tried employee 3. Okay, this is been references is been already added over here. Okay, as emp1, emp2, emp3 references are different one, there was no problem, references are different one. Okay, so there was no problem here again, but same references object I'm trying to add here. Okay, by employee 3 here. Okay, we are trying to add this, and you can see here that hash code, hash code, hash code, but record is been added only 3 record. When I tried to add here emp3, okay, it goes there, it checks hash code. Okay, it get the hash code, and that hash code is already there in the set, value has been already added, value has been already added to this one, already added it to this one. So there is no problem, there is no problem that it is, see how it is. I will show you exactly internally how it is going. But as we try to add the this one record, set add emp4, set add emp4. Now when I try to add here, see no doubt emp4, that emp4, when we try to add this one, okay, when we try to add this one, it will go to the, it will go to the hash code method. But as a hash code method it goes there, hash code method is there, we have to use the employee id, name and the salary. So earlier if we have not put it, if we have not put it, if we have not put it this boolean equals method and the hash code method, okay, so it was generating a hash code randomly by their internal way. Okay, by the references we can consider. But now I have generated the hash code my own. So when I try to add the emp4, okay, it will go to the employee class, invoke the hash code method, and here in the hash code I use employee id, I use employee name, okay, I use employee salary, okay, to generate this hash code. Okay, as but employee 4 having exactly same record, so both employee 3 and employee 4 will have the same hash code, will have the same. Earlier it was the different because it was auto generated internally by the references, but here it is been generating according to the data we have written the logic, and hence both employee 3 and employee 4, employee 3 and employee 4 will have a same hash code. And because of that it will just go there to check, is it okay, here hash code I'm getting it as the hash code I'm getting it as the same. Okay, is it that two objects are different or the same? So it will go to the equals method and will check, is it, I'm getting that these objects, okay, that these values are exactly same, I'm getting the exactly same hash code. So do you want to check that is it the same records? Okay, so it will go to the equals method and check by using this one. Is it employee ID, name like this one? And by understanding this one, it will comes to know that yes, that these records are the different one. These records are the different one. So I just try to write this one, and then we can say here, you can see hash code method is been added, but equals method is called only once, equals method is called only once. Hash code for the both it was same, hash code for the both was same, but here still it not allowed to insert the record because when it consult equals method, when it consult the equals method say that by comparing the id, name and the salary, it says that these records are exactly same. And if two records are exactly same, please don't insert that record into the set. Please don't allow to insert that record into the set. And that is the reason actually, it is not added. It is fourth one object. Okay, even though with a different reference with the same values, it is not been added into the set here. Okay, and here actually we can see hash code and the equals we have not invoked. Internally it is been called. Internally it is been called. Whenever it tries to add the record, it will consult the hash code every time. But equals method is get consulted when hash code method returns exactly same hash code. So if you want to see the hash code exactly same, see I want to display this out, and I will return the result. I will return the result here. Okay, return the result over here. Return the result, and you can see. So I just try to display that result. Okay, and we'll display the hash code. Hash code is nothing but the unique code actually. It is the unique code. You can see hash code for this one. First object is 942. Okay, second 924, third 92, and fourth one is again 92, and this also 92. Because both having the records are same, both or all the three having the record are same, and because of that hash code it is been generated is the same according to that data, and through that we are considering that these objects are same, these records are same. So please don't allow to insert record into the set here. So that is what the mutual contract between, the hash code and the equals method. And hence it is very compulsory that whenever you guys are writing the hash code method, please override the equals method. Or whenever you are writing the equals method, please override the hash code method, both having the mutual exclusive contract between them. Okay, to avoid the duplicate user defined object into the collection. Hope it is clear.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you write both methods manually, sir, instead of writing inside logic's body content?
Inside the
Body content, sir. Can you apply the logic for
yeah. You
int
can
hash?
apply any logic over here. You can apply any logic here. You can apply any logic here. But what you logic here actually equals method? What you can apply the logic here? These are the ways only how you can consider your records. So you can checking here, is it employee ID not equals to this one? If it is same, then we are going checking the name. Then only we are checking the this one like. Okay, so this I think this one can be changed. Okay, or here that will be the same. But this hash code method you can return any value. Hash code method can be written any value. So rather to write like this one, just I am putting this one into the comment. Okay, and I am just returning the employee ID. See what I'm writing? Employee ID over here. Okay, so I'm every time employee ID will be considered as a hash code. Employee ID will be considered as a hash code. Okay, I'm just trying to put this. And you can see here actually, I just try to run this. Okay, so in equals method, okay, in a equals method 101, 102, 103. Okay, so here, okay, I removed that message over here, so it is not went there. Slash star. Okay, control yes. We will go here, and you can see internally it is went here in the hash code. I want to display that hash code too. So that hash code we have written that in employee ID. Every time that employee ID will be considered as a hash code, and it is not allowing to insert record with exactly same employee ID, with exactly same the employee ID here 101, 102, 103. I have added. Okay, So as employee ID, see, I just try to add one more record. Control C. Okay. Here Control V. Employee 5 I'm trying to add. Employee 5. Okay. And here I just try to add, okay, 103 only. Okay, but here I will add the name as a Tom. Okay, I just add this one. Okay, here this as the 85. Okay, 85 like this one. I just make like this one. Okay, Control S, and you can see here internally, you can see that 103 is not been added. 103 not been added over here. 103 is not been added here. So it is simply checking that, okay, earlier I got that ID, that what hash code is exactly same. Hash code is exactly same. So it is going to consult that is it that the same, and yes, we have applied that employee ID. We are considering that if the employee ID is the same, if employee ID is the same, and then we are considering that record is the duplicate, so it is not going. So here actually, just while writing the hash code method, you guys have to just understand here that it should return the unique value. Which one unique? So that will be considered as a hash code, and it will consult only equals method only when hash code method is the same. See, assume again, I just try to add the same record now. Oh, sorry. I just created this one. Sorry, I just created this one. Set dot add, because I have not added here emp. Okay, that is what the file. Okay, you can see here. Okay, I employee file. Okay, with the same records. Okay, employee 4. And you can see here Tom is been get added. Tom is been get added. So why? Because in the equals method, we have putted the logic. We have putted the logic. Okay, because see here we observe that it went through the equals method. It went through the equals method for the second time too. And when it go to the equals method, okay, it is getting that employee ID. We have put it as a hash code. So okay, it is already been added over there. So it will consult to the equals method. It will consult to the equals method that is it this record is the same or different. So for that purpose, it's come here and we are checking, is it employee ID not equals to the like, so employee ID is the same. So it is checking the name and the names are different. So as the name are the different, it is returning the false. Okay, that's saying that the objects are not same. So please add. Okay, so it is been added over here. It is been added over here. Okay, so if we have the name even the same, then it will check the here actually the this one too. What we can say the salary. So they are checking how they are considering that objects are the different, how they are considering the object are the different. So that logic we have put it. So if everything is exactly same, then only that particular object is the different one. Otherwise, it is exactly same. Sorry, it will be a, if everything is here actually the same, it will be the same. Otherwise, it will consider as a different, and that is the reason actually. Even though 103 we have done, it will be get added. So it is what the mutual contract here between the equals and the hash code method. Equals, when it goes to the equals, only when we have the same hash code it have been written. Hope it is clear now.
Sir, how these both methods is called in main method, hash code and boolean equals.
It is internally called whenever we try to add this method. See, whenever we try to add the emp1, okay, before adding it goes to the hash code method. Okay, it will generate that hash code. See, yesterday I putted one picture, okay, in the paint. Okay, that in that one I drawn the hash code like this. So assume like I do have this one. Okay, this is my Okay, now this is what exactly the we can say. Not putting that much here. Okay, we'll try to show you this one like this. Huh? This is my key. Okay, this is my key. Okay, it is internal, yeah. It is not like a map. So it is key and the value. Okay, this is the hash table exactly. It is the hash table. It is the hash table internally. So here, whenever we try to add like this one, set dot add internally, I'm just adding emp1, emp1. So what it does actually, it goes to the hash code method. It goes to the hash code method and it calculates the hash code. So now as hash code is there, so here actually in the key, it will not search like that particular hash code, how the fix the space here. Okay. So assume that particular hash code we have generated as 101. So 101 place is somewhere here. 101 place is here, some 010. And okay, according to that 101, they have put it the RAM over here. Okay, so like this one, because the first object was there. Whenever a second time set dot add, okay, I tried here emp2. So again it will go to the hash code method and it generate the different hash code 102. So it will goes here and add the 102. Okay, and with that one it will add the sham over here. Now third time when we add set dot add, okay, in the bracket emp3, okay, again it will goes here, okay, 103. This is the space fix 103. Okay, and it is what the name as a jam. Okay, now because it goes to the it goes to the hash code method, and hash code method have returned the unique hash code method have returned the unique hash code, and hence it entered the value. So when it comes here, okay, here actually it is been added. Now see, when I try to add set dot add and again emp3, when I try to add again emp3, set dot add emp3, because but so according to this one it will go to the hash code. It gets that hash code as a 103. So accordingly it will comes here. Okay, and as it comes here, it will find, oh, there is already value here. There is the already value here. So it is simply check. It will just go to the equals method to consult that. Okay, that hash code is written exactly same. So is it that particular record is exactly same with this one? Is it that is it some? So with this object actually, it will go to the toString method. It will go to the toString method, and there it will check that whatever the logic you guys have been written to consider your record is same or not. Employee ID, name, salary, that will, and according to that it will return the false. If it is returning the true, that means our two objects are same. So don't insert that record into the here. And if it is written in the false, that means what two objects are not equals. So it will add here 103 somewhere else here. Okay, or it will make the link somewhere here 103, 103, 103, and that is the reason it will add. But here actually, as both having the same values, so it is equals method will return the false. Sorry, it will equals method return the true, and hence it will not allow. But when I go to the set dot add, okay, and in that one emp4, when I try to add the emp4, in that one employee ID was same. So it goes to the hash code returns the hash code. Okay, that hash code was 103. So again it will go to the 103. Okay, so again it will say record is already there. So it is simply internally, see guys, internally it will goes there where it goes to the equals method. Okay, and there it checks is it record is the same or not according to our logic. And according to that logic, it will return true or false. And here emp4, even though record is object reference is even the I can say different. Okay, but values are same, so it will not allow to insert. But when I try to set 5, set add, okay, and there emp5, but emp5 how the different record, but employee ID was same. So it is somewhere else. It goes here. Okay, 105, and then it have been added the term. It have been added the term. So on which object you guys have been inserted the record? If you want to see this one, I just trying to put here. I just go to the employee class again. Okay, and with that one in the equals method, I will try to write this obj dot okay not obj, not necessary obj, okay, or obj dot I can put here. Okay, I will write here in the equals method uh, obj dot because here directly it will not allow us. Okay, so I will put here after conversion, I will put here sys out. Okay, and here I will put the other dot employee id, other dot employee id I'm getting here. Okay, this is what other, that means what others, not here, other plus others value, other employee id, other employee id is equal to plus other dot this one, and I just put it sys out. We have used here this, so in double quotation I will this employee id, okay, is equals to, and I just plus, okay, I will, this means what, here we are putting using this, so this dot, this means invoking object employee id, like this one I'm just trying to show. So I just trying to show you this, and here to hash code method I'm trying to display the plus name. Okay, plus here the name. Okay, I'm trying to, so name plus, okay, here name employee id, okay, like this one plus, okay, like this one. So both values I'm just trying to put here. Here too I just trying to put his, okay, name and the employee id I'm trying to display over in the hash code. So you will come to know that how it is been, who, which object have been called this one. And here too I just tried to write the other dot employee id, okay, and name is equals to, and here I will put a plus double quotation, okay, here plus, okay, and here other dot name, because we are in the same class, so it is allowing to access. Okay, here employee id I just writing and, okay, name, okay, this dot employee id plus double quotation, okay, here plus this dot, this dot, exactly the name. So just the sake of understanding I'm showing this one. Okay, now I just, okay, not necessary to display that, but for, because of which object it is going there, you can see here. See, whenever first time, whenever first time that object goes here. Okay, so 101 for it one goes, 102 it is goes, 103 it goes here. So whatever the object we are trying, whatever the object we are trying to add, okay, on that object it is invoking the hash code method. So you can observe over here. Okay, now about equals method, in the equals method you can see, so whenever we try to add this employee 3 double or twice, okay, so it invokes the equals method, and you can see here, okay, other dot employee id and name was 103 jam, okay, and this dot employee id, and because both are the same, both this and that was both are the same, so it was went there. Okay, even it not went to the below actually, and it have been displayed. Okay, now when I try to add this one, which one, employee 5, so other that employee id and name 103 jam, and this were employee id 103 tom. So whatever the object we are adding, so that object is invoking that equals method, and the comparing object in this picture, that comparing object where we are that object pass as the parameter to that particular method, equals method, and it is going. So it is internally will be get called. We as a programmer, we are not responsible. So question was, who is calling? So actually here internally we have used add method. Said add methods logic we have not written. Add method logic is put in the class has set. It is been put in the has set. So in the has set there itself in the add method, they have checked, they have put the logic to invoke the hash code and to invoke the equals method. Hope it is clear now.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
For object reference hash code, we will create that set dot add method, sir. Like that only for int hash code is there, no, sir. For that one, how it will called in main method, sir? We didn't call no in main. How it is called, sir? Int hash code method, sir.
That is, I already said, I said here that add method, have we write that add method? This is only method calling a statement. This is method calling a statement. Yes or no? So
Okay, sir.
body of that method, body of this add method is present in hash set class.
Okay, sir.
Hash set class is hash set class is a built-in class. Yes or no?
Okay,
So
okay,
in
sir.
that
And
internally, sorry.
in add method only it will call, sir, internally that int
Yes,
hash
yes,
code.
yes. In the add method
Okay,
itself, it called internal equals and hash code method.
okay, okay, sir. That's
We as a programmer, we are not calling that. So it is
okay,
been used internally.
okay, okay, sir.
Okay, and even I see where it is inputted, or again they have created some other thing, because in the Java they always put the abstraction mechanism. So even I'm not sure where they have put this, but it is been called internally. Whenever we try to add, that means what? See, whenever I try return set dot add method, where it goes call, it this call will go to the add method of the hash set. Okay, there it execute that. There it execute that, and accordingly it will add the element. So the internally it is going to the hash code. That means that as soon as it goes to the add, it is going to the hash code. It is returning by getting that hash code. They are checking the exact place. Actually, internally, so much algorithm in the data structure. If you observe if you know the data structure, whenever you guys are implementing the trees, whenever you guys are implementing the map, okay, there the hash table itself. So in that one, actually, in that one, we have to write that particular code. Okay, every code we have to write here. So that exactly same code they have put it already in the add method. We just using that add, but it is much complicated method inside. Yes.
Okay, sir. Understand, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Any other question? Any other doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So same thing we can just consider with we can say about a map too. So I just go to here. We'll create one map with simply I just add here the class. Okay, my map. Okay, of an employee type. Okay, and in this one, okay, I just want to in my map employee type, in that one I will put a key, because key must be unique here. Key must be unique in the map. Key must be unique in the map. So I just make here the map of type employee. Map of type employee. Okay. As a key I am putting as employee, and value I will just employee. It will be a city I will consider, and this city as a string I will make it as like this. Okay. So small map is equals to new. Okay, and you can say I just use hash map like this. Okay, in that one again I will add here like employee. Okay, key will be considered as employee. Okay, and value will be a string. Okay, that is what the city. And here I just complete this. Okay, so I import this package as a java.util. I need to import the employee too, so I just will add the import this one to the java beans. Okay, the here too we can just go for this. Okay, and in the map I just tried. Okay, or I just, because I want to show this one too, so I just write the student class here. Okay, student and the string name. Okay, I will write the student name. Usability is exactly same. Just for the sake of understanding here, I am just going to create the new class over here. That will be exactly similar to the employee only. But as already we have written that code, okay, so I want to create the separate class. Okay, I will create another one beans here. In the beans, okay, class as a employee, not employee, as a student. Okay, in the student class here I will make here private integer roll number, private string student name. Okay, then private again double. Okay, I just write here the percentage like this. I will create getter setter methods. Okay, as well as, okay, my constructors. This is my getter setter. Then I will go to create a hash constructor. Okay, so with that I just want to add a toString method. Okay, so public, there too we can create, huh? Here actually we can create the toString too. So here we have the facility to create the toString here. Okay, like this roll number name and the percentage. Okay, so I'm just putting override toString method, but it will display like this one. Okay, if you want that format, then it is okay. Okay, so now I just created like this one. My class is ready. Now here it will ask me to import the package. I have imported the package and now there is no problem with that. Okay, I will create the employee objects here, and sorry, student objects. Student s1. Okay, never gives the name like this one. Okay, but here save cop simplicity, I'm just making this new student. Okay, and in the bracket I just put here again 101 comma. Okay, name of the student is again the Ram. Okay, and the percentage should be the 60 like this. So this is what I tried here. Okay, I just control C, control V, control V, control V like this. So S1, S2, S3, S4. Okay, so I made these four objects. Here too I just made here 102. Okay, 103, 104. Okay, then this is what the sham, this is what the jam, this is what the tam I created. Okay, like this one. So 60, it is the 70, then jam is the 90. Okay, and this is what the 50. So like this one I created the four object. Okay, now I want to add this one. Okay, I want to add this one. So you guys know that while adding the record into the map, we have to use the method put. Okay, and in the put method, we have to use the key value there. So I am going to use the key as a student. I'm going to add the key as a student. So I just use S1. Okay, and here value as the name of the city. Okay, value as the name of the city here. So here I just put here as a Bangalore. Okay, like this. Okay, and this is what the record, first record I have added. Okay, then I will put a map dot. Okay, put. Okay, and in a bracket I just simply say S2. Yes, 2 is that. Okay, and in that one I just write here Patna. Okay, like this. Okay, then again I write a map dot put. Okay, here yes, 3 is there. Okay, here I will put as a Pune. Okay, like this. And the last map dot put in a bracket. We write here S4. S4 is there, and here I will make it as the Mumbai. Okay, like this one. So these are the 4 records with a key value pair I have added. Okay, if I want to display it, okay, if I want to display it, you guys know I have to convert it. I have to convert it to the entry set or the hash set. Okay, okay, so entry set or the, we can say, key set. So I just write here the set of type. All the set are the type of keys. That is what the employee type. Employee. Okay, here the set, okay, is equals to map dot, the method is key set, not entry set. Okay, I'm making that it as the like a keys map dot, like this one. I have to import this java dot util. I did this one. Okay, map dot key set mismatch cannot convert set student to the employee. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I just make it as the student. Control S. Okay, I did. Now you can you know the how to traverse this one. Okay, so I just use for. Okay, in the for we can have the student yes t or yes only colon, and here I can just write a set is here. So in this way we are traversing that, and we want to display. So in the yes, actually we will get the key. According to that we want to get the value, so I will write a string, that is what the city we have, is equals to, okay, map dot get key, map dot get, okay, get of method is there. Okay, through that one we will get the key only. So I will just put a yes. I will just put a yes. Okay, like this one. So in this way I can get that one. So after that I will display the record over here. Okay, I will display the record here. Sys out. Okay, so I just write a yes dot get name or the get roll number. Okay, plus double quotation. Okay, plus yes dot get name. Okay, plus double quotation, plus, okay, here yes dot get percentage. Okay, so in this way, plus double quotation, excuse me. Okay, plus, and here we just are trying to put the city. We are trying to put the city over here. So as we have added that one separately, as we have added that one separately, and in this way you can see I have created map. I have added the student object as a key in the map. Okay, and a string as a value. And you know that keys must be unique. Keys must be unique. Values can be duplicate over here. So I just try to do this. Okay, control S, and we can see here I just executed this. Okay, see all these records have been added, and you can see it has been successfully added here. It has been shown. But now what I want to do here, like I want to add the duplicate, same object S4, same object S4 you want to add, map dot put, okay, and here we are trying to put S4, S4, okay, and here actually value I want to give the different one. So I just give the value as a perimeter. Okay, like this one. Okay, so this is what the value I given like this. So S4 this one. So S4 already been added, and we are trying to add. But here there is the logic is what? Key should not be duplicate, and I'm trying to add this one. Okay, and you can see it is been what it is trying. So we have added the Ram, okay, Sham, Jam, Tam, like this one. Okay. So, but here actually in the S4 we have assigned the Mumbai. We have assigned the Mumbai. But now as again we added, here actually key was already there and the value associated with that one was Mumbai. So whenever we try to add that key, it will change the value. Whenever we try to add that one, it will change the value like that. Okay, so it is okay now. But assume like I will create another one object. Okay, I will create another one object. Control V here. S5 I'm going to create here. Okay, and S5 is a new student and exactly same record. Exactly same record here. And we'll try to add that one map.put. Okay, here in the bracket I will just put a S5. Okay, and here the value is again I just put here the Chennai. Okay, like this. Control S, and you can see here S5 I'm trying to add. Okay, as object, see references are same. It was okay. It was replacing the value, but here S5 it is not checking the data. It is not checking the data. It is checking the reference internally. Hash code method is there of the object class. It is going there internally. It is calling every time. It is getting the different. It is every time it is getting the different hash code, and it is not going to consult. It is not going to consult with the equals method because it is not there, and hence it will by default it will add that Chennai to. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, Chennai 104 tam and Coimbatore 104 tam is like that. So this person is exactly same. Okay, it is exactly same. So you don't want to add that one. It should be get added in the one location only I want. Okay. So what you can do? Choice is that what we can do? We can just go to the override the toString method. We can override the equals method and the hash code method, not the toString. Okay, so I just go here. Okay, here itself, and we'll right click here. We'll go for the source. Okay, generate the hash code method and the equals method. Okay, it is been generated, you can see. Okay, and as I saved this, now you can just go here in the my map, and now that record will be get not added even though different object has been created. So Bangalore, Chennai, Pune and the Patna has been get added. Yes. Any question, any doubt up to this?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if two different locations, the same name, the same percentage,
You want to add
the
the two
different,
records with a different percent.
same percentage, sir, same name with a different location, sir.
Different location. You cannot add, na? That is here we have implemented.
No.
Values can be duplicate, but keys must be unique.
Okay, sir, I understand.
Yeah, yeah. Don't go in that logic. Okay, here consider the logic of the map.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So that was the use of hash code method and the equals method. So it is very important to understand this. Okay. Now I want to go to the new again the topic for the collection framework itself. Two important interfaces actually. One is the comparable comparable interface, and another one is a comparator interface. So both are the interfaces. Okay, both are the interfaces, comparable and the comparator. Okay, so what is exactly the significance of comparable and the comparator interfaces, that we have to understand over here. Okay, is it clear up to this? Any question, any doubt? Shall I move to the next topic?
Yes, sir, sure, sir. No doubts.
Okay, good. So we observed that okay, all the collections here. Okay, whenever I have to store the duplicate data, duplicate record, I should move to the list. If I have to store the unique records, I should go to the set. If I have to store the record in the key value pair, I should go to the map. If I have to store the data into the first in first out data type of data structure, we should go for the queue. If I have to store the data structure of the type I can say last in first out type, I should go for the stack. So that was the requirement. Okay, we have done here. Okay, now see, I have to go for the sorting. I have to go for the sorting the collection. I have to go for the sorting the collection. So you guys know that, or we are already observed in the case of a set. We observed the set. Okay, so in the set, there was the class tree set was there. There was the class tree set was there, and that tree set is used to perform the sorting. Tree set is used to perform the sorting. We already sort the data. Okay, we have added that strings, and it have been given the sorted that string. Or we if we add the integer type, float type, double type. Okay, so like that, it performs the sorting for us. It performs the sorting for us. But that is in case of a set or the map. But if I have to sort the records, I have to sort the records in the list. Then how you can do that? How you can do that? And no doubt, this significance or the use of this comparable and the comparator interface, it is with the map also, and it is with the set also. We'll discuss it first the list, okay, using with the list, okay, and then we'll go for the set and the map. So I want to tell you here, both the comparable and the comparator, both are the interfaces. Both are the interfaces from actually both are the interfaces used to perform the sorting. Used to perform the sorting of the collection. Okay. Then you might be say that, sir here, if both are performing the sorting, then why these two? Okay, so it have some differences actually. It have some differences. Like if you go for the comparable interface, okay, if you go for the comparable, actually it is present in the Java dot, okay, Java dot LAN package. It is present in the. It is an interface from the Java dot LAN package. It perform the sorting. It perform or it implements single sorting sequence. Single sorting sequence. It will it perform the single sorting sequence. Okay. Whereas if you go to the comparator, actually this comparator is interface from java.util package. It is from the java.util package. No doubt it is also used to perform the sorting only. Okay. But it implements multiple sorting sequence. Okay, so here it will perform the single sorting sequence, it will perform the multiple sorting sequence. That means what exactly means it? For example, assume we do have the employee, we do have the employee class, we do have the employee. So in that employee, we have the employee ID, we have the employee name, we have the employee salary. Assume like this one. So from this one, we can sort from these, we can sort by either employee ID or employee name, okay, or employee name or employee salary at a time. Okay, but that is what the single, either employee ID or name or go for the salary. But if I go to the comparator, at a time, I can sort, I can sort, I can sort by employee ID, okay, by employee name, okay, or by I can say salary. So we can at the same time, if you want that output, we can get this one. But by using this one, we can get either one. Okay, and here actually, here original we can say bean class will get affected. Will get affected. That means what? That is sorting logic. Sorting logic. Sorting logic. How to put sorting logic? How to put sorting logic? How to put in sorting logic? How to put in Pojo class or Bean class? Bean class. That means that assume we have put the employee. So in an employee class, we have to put the sorting logic. Either we are sorting by employee ID, or we are sorting by the name, or we are sorting by the salary. But if you go to the comparator, okay, original class will not affect. Original class will not affect. Will not affect. Since we can create a we will create a separate class. We will create a separate class and add sorting logic. Add sorting logic in that, and we can add the sorting logic. Okay, so here actually that is the basic difference here. We need to understand while using a comparable or the comparator interface. While using a comparable and a comparator interface. Yes. So this is what the basic needed exactly. This is what the basic needed. With that one, okay, with this actually, this is what the basic. But this original win class is affecting. Okay, but where you guys have to put that logic? Where you guys have to put that logic over here? Okay, so here actually in this case, we have to use one method. We have to use one method here. Okay, that is what I can say compare two method. Which one method? Compare. I can say two method. Compare two method, and in that one only one object of type. Here actually we have the type object. Okay, compare to method object. Okay, and this method have the return type as a integer. So it will return. This method will return. Will return 1 minus 1, okay, or a 0. So if two records are two, that what is the sequence sorting? That ID, name or salary. So if it is two values are same, then it will return 0. If first one is greater, it returns 1. If second one is greater, it returns minus 1. Okay, like this one. Okay, exactly same way, exactly same way. If you go to the comparator, if you go to the comparator, same method there, integer compare method is there. Which one method? Compare method is there, which should have the two parameters, object obj1. Okay, I can say, and object obj2. So in this, actually it is again return the same value, it will return the 0 1 1 minus 1, like that one. So I just putting this one over here. So these methods contains exact this logic in which order you have to sort. Okay, that logic we have to put into these methods. So let's go through the programmatically how we can do that. Okay, and then we will try this. Okay, so I just go to the again the Eclipse. Okay, in that one, here I will close all. Sorting, I will go for the sorting. So here my list sorting, my list sorting with the primitive. Okay, with the sorting with the primitive primitive type. That means what, integer, float, character, that style I will try to go to. So in that case, see, for example, I have created the list. Okay, that is what, assume like I have created, but assume like it should be of the one type only. So I have created this one only. Okay, 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 like this. Non-generic, my set generic, list of the employee, non-generic value. Okay, and in that one I have put this. Okay, I don't want this. So I will go through this. I will make this as Control C. We'll go to here and we'll paste here, Control V. Now I will not work with this. Okay, I just go to the this list string, list string new, like this one. I will import this java.util for this for this also. Okay, I have created. I will remove this. I don't want to check the capacity and all. Okay, I just added Ram, Sham, Tom. Okay, list dot add. Okay, and I just write here. Okay, Asha. Okay, like this. Okay, and I again remove this. I don't know. I'm not interested in that values. So I just write this, and then finally I have added the jump. Okay, I will remove this jump, and we'll try to display this. Sys out. Okay, you can see I just trying to display the list. Okay, and you can see it is what exactly the output, Ram, Sham, Tom, Asha, and Jam will be there. Okay, so if you guys want to perform the sorting on this one, if you guys want to perform the sorting on this one, how you can do? So I just write here sys out. Okay, after sorting, okay, I will just make the sorting. See, list dot, and I just go for this. Okay, so we have the method. Okay, we have the method sort method is there. Okay, we have the method default white sort comparator super e, sort this list according to the order induced by the specific comparator. Okay, so I just trying to sort it. Okay, like this one sort. Okay, and in that one we have put the okay, sort. Okay, like this one, but it is like a list, the method list dot sort. Okay, but exactly here, exactly here, we have applied this, okay, list dot start, but it is not applicable to the type here. So it is specifying that which type of the data we have been added over here. Okay, so I just have to write a comparator, okay, and we'll go here. Or I just go here dot sort, okay, comparator, but we have not created the comparator of the type string. Okay, I need to create that. So here simply, even though it is of the type like this one, so it is not allowing you. So here I just write a new, and I just write a string comparator. I just write a new string comparator like this one. Okay, and in this way, but as I have not written any string comparator here. Okay, I have not written any string comparator. So I just go here. Okay, we'll go to here new class. Okay, here my writing the string comparator. Okay, that comparator is an what? Comparator is an what? It is an interface. So I just write implements. Okay, implements, and I will put a comparator. I will put a comparator. Okay, public class string comparator. Okay, implements, and it will be get applicable. So I just want to compare the string. Okay, so here, and I will going to import the java.util package here. Okay, so as it is been implementing, it is simply string that string comparator here. Okay, so that is what it is, unimplemented method I want to implement over here. So string argument 1, argument 2. Okay, so I will write here the s1. Okay, s1. Okay, and here it is of the type s2. I will write a s2 like this one. So this is how we can create this. And now here we can put the logic of comparison of these two strings. So here the logic will be what? S1 dot, we have the method compare to. We have the compare to method, and here I just put the S2. Compare to method is used to compare the two strings. Okay, compare to method is used to compare the two strings, and according to that comparison, what they can do, it will perform the sort. Sorry, it will return the value. So if two strings are equal, it returns the 0. You can see here, two strings are equal, it returns the 0. If first string is greater alphabetically, it returns the positive value, else it returns the negative value. So as we have written this one, see, public int compare string s1 string s2, s1 dot compare to s2 like this. Okay, and if there is no problem, just we have implemented this one. So comparator, if it is of the type your string or the integer or the double, so we have to write this comparator only. Okay, and by using that, I just implemented this. You can go here. Now see, there is no any problem. Okay, so I just remove this. I will go for this, and you can see here now there is no problem. It is okay. And after that, I just try to write a sys out. Okay, and that list I can display here. Control S. Okay, you can see I just trying to run this. Okay, this is my up to output. Before sorting, it was like this one, and after sorting, it is like this one. Before sorting, it is like this one. So data is been get sorted. So we have this sort method, list dot sort. That particular list even can be get sorted. List can be get even the sorted, because I have put this. I have put this list with the string type. Okay, so as it is of the type list, or it is of the type of string, it is okay. It is okay. We can do that, and we can write that string comparator, and in that one we can put the comparison logic. So here I put the public int compare string s1, string s2, and there we have put this comparison logic. So I am going to compare the strings. Okay, but as only one value was there, there is no problem. But now I want to go to the sort the list. See here, I'm going to the sort the list. My list sorting, my list sorting. Okay, or my list of type employee, my list of the type employee, and I want to go for the sorting. I want to go for the sorting. So how you can do that one? I just will go for this. So for example, okay, my list of the type employee, where is my list of the type employee? I will just copy all these things. I will just copy all these things. Control C, Control V. Okay, I do have this list. Okay, and now I want to go for the sorting. Okay, so it was before sort, this out. Okay, it was before sort. Okay, and now I want to go to the here sys out after sort. After, okay, I have to write the sort. Okay, now we'll go for sorting. So just again I just return the list dot sort. You can see here, and it is asking me to comparator. So whenever I use the comparator, it will be like this. It will be like this one. Okay, or there is like here I have to use the comparator here. Okay, so I just write the new, and because I see we have the employee, so on which order we have to perform the sorting. So I just say like I want to go for the name comparator. So I just go for the name comparator. Okay, this is the class I'm going to create here, but as this one class is not created, so I just go here. Okay, right click, new class. Okay, new class. Okay, I just write a name comparator. You can give any name. Okay, name comparator. Okay, in a name comparator I will implements the, here I can write implements comparator, and here I want to specify it as an employee type. This was the employee type, like this one. So I just import this java.util for here. Okay, this one is java.beans because employee I use, and here it is asking me to implement override that equals compare method. In this one we have to put the logic, and that logic is exactly similar to string comparator. So I just copy this, Control C. Again I just come here. Okay, I will paste here, Control V. Okay, so here just employee emp1 emp. Okay, I just make it as emp1. Okay, and I just make it as the emp employee 2. Okay, that logic we can specify here, so that s1 s2s are the string. So what is s1? So I will put here string s1 is equals to emp1 dot get name. emp1 dot get name. So first object name we can get. Okay, here string s2 is equals to I can write here emp2 dot and again the get name we can specify over here. So as we did this, now it will compare the names, and according to that name comparison it will perform the sorting. So this is what I created the separate class, comparator separate class. So here I explain in the comparator class, original class will not affect since we will create a separate class. We are going to create the separate class over here. Okay, and in that one we are putting the compare method. Here was object will be there, but as we are putting here the space, we are making it as a generic. See, we are making it as a generic, that employee. That's why here employee is coming. If we have not put the employee here, it will be an object, and no doubt while comparison we need to convert that. So I'm making that one. And now if I go to the employee list comparison, here it will go to perform the sort. Okay, so I will go for this one is my list employee. Okay, I don't want this. My list sorting up employees. I remove this one too. I want only two classes this. Okay, and now sort new comparator over here. This one is Control S. I will come here. Now there is new compare. Why? The method sort new comparator is the type employee list is not applicable for the argument name comparator. Name comparator, NAME comparator. Name comparator, we have created class name comparator implements comparator employee. Okay, I have created this subtype employee only. Okay, this comparator is subtype employee. We have put it the employee. So here list the method sort comparator new employee in the type list employee is not applicable for the argument name comparator. Okay, I think this sort will be not get applicable for the primitive type. So I do have one collections dot sort method is there. Collections dot sort method is there. So in the collections dot sort, I will put our list. I will put our list. Okay, comma, and I can put here the new. Okay, I can write a name comparator. I can write a name comparator over here. Okay, I just make this n as a capital. Okay, name comparator, and now there is no problem. Okay, it is okay. Okay, after sort it was the before sort. I will just display again this one. Control C, Control V. Before sort, after sort, you can just see, or directly even we can display it. But okay, no worry. I will write like this. Control S, and now you can see the output here. It will be get sorted. It will be get sorted according to the here. Before sort, it was like this. After sort, it was like first Jam, okay, then Ram, then Sham, like this one. Okay, so before it was like this, but after like this one. So now you perform the sorting on the we can say name. After sort by name. Okay, by name we did. Okay, I just change this as a okay Asha. Okay, make this like okay, like this I tried. Now here I want to go to the sorting by uh, we can say the percentage. Okay, so or the sorry, it is what the salary. So how you can go for very simply again I need to write the new comparator. So name comparator like that. I can create the new comparator here. Okay, it is the salary comparator. In that we can just write implements comparator. You know that this comparator is from java.util package. Okay, and you can see if I have not made the generic, it will what it will do, it will write the object. You can see object 1 object 2 because I have not made it as the generic. So I need to convert that for the employee type. So I will write always, I will write here the employee. Okay, I will make always the generic like, so it is giving the error. Okay, so I just remove this. Okay, it is going the error. So now I will again unimplemented method. Okay, so it comes here as a employee type, but I need to import these packages. So it's okay. It has been employed. Now the logic of comparison, what salary we have to put over here. So I will just go here. Okay, and if I will write if here O1, O1 is nothing but the employee one. Okay, so O1 dot employee. Okay, or O1 dot get salary. We have the salary method is get salary. Is it greater than O2 dot get salary? Okay, like this one. If it is, I am going to return the one. I'm going to return the return return one return one. Okay, else I just go for else if, and there I'm going to write is it this one exactly same. I just copy this, control C, here control V. Is it a less than? If it is not greater, there might be chance that it is the less. Okay, less than this. Okay, and if it is, I just return the value, return minus one. I will return a minus one. Okay, and if it is not greater, if it is not less, okay, so I just by default return. Okay, I just return the 0. Same logic here, that if first one is greater, return 1, else return minus 1, or here if equal, it is return the 0. If it is not greater, if it is not less, that means that it is equal. Okay, just implement this comparator, name comparator, salary comparator, ID comparator like this. And here, when you goes to the code, I will write the same thing here. Control C, Control V. Okay, I will after sort by salary. After sort by salary. Here I will replace this by name will be get replaced by salary comparator. Salary comparator I have put it this. Okay, list same, and again we are trying to display like so this is my simply comparator I used with a you can see here. Okay, by sort by salary, sort by name, and it is what the original before sort. Getting comparator? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Any question, any doubt up to this?
No, sir.
Question?
No, sir.
Okay, good.
Sir,
So
can you briefly explain that comparator class?
which one? This one?
Comparator, sir. That implements comparator, no, sir.
See, this comparator is not a class. It is the interface. It is the interface actually. What is the purpose of comparator? Comparator is used for the sorting purpose. Whenever I have to sort the collection, okay, I should go for the either comparable or the comparator. Okay. So I simply here written the implements as it is the interface. It is the standard interface. Okay, it is the standard interface, and again it is the functional interface you can say, because it have only one method, abstract method. Okay, so this interface we have the method for the sorting. You can see comparison function, which function imposes the total ordering on the same some collection of the object. Comparator can be passed to the sort method such as collections.sort, arrays.sort to allow precise control over the sort order. So comparator can also be used to control order of certain data structure like a sorted set, sorted maps, natural. Okay, so to provide ordering for the collection object that don't have the natural ordering. So here we can simply see ordering imposed by the comparator C on the set of implement yes. Okay, so here we have put it the C dot compare. Okay, this. So this method will return the value according to the comparison. Okay, so you can just go through this document. Okay, go through the document over here. Okay, so here actually this comparator I have implemented. So you guys know that comparator or any interface contains only abstract method. So that abstract method is this. So logic to compare that we have written. So it is my specific logic now. Here for the salary comparator I put it this one logic. For the name comparator I have put it this one logic. So any logic I can put over here. Any logic I can put over here, and that will be get applicable. That will be get applied over there. So this interface is the standard interface. It is the built-in interface from the util package. Whenever to go for the sorting, I can create a separate class. I have to create a separate class that will implement that comparator. Here we are making it as a generic. We have not put it. It is okay. And the logic of a sorting we have to put over here. So while comparing logic, O1 dot get cell. What is O1? It is employee object. Okay, and it is employee to object. So internally, see if you remember in the data structure, there is the sorting selection sort, merge sort, okay, then quick sort, insertion sort, okay, heap sort. Okay, so many sorting techniques are there. So we as a programmer, we have to put the logic for that. So we as a programmer, okay, in the collection, we don't have to put that logic. Just we have to put here how we are going to compare that. by the salary, by the name, or by the ID or any other logic. So that logic we have to put and it will return 1 minus 1 or 0. So exact algorithm, exact code to sort. Okay, they have been put in this one collections dot sort method. This sort method internally calling this comparator, internally calling this comparator to search that to compare that two members of the particular collection. First member to second, first member to third, first member to fourth. Okay, then it makes then second to third, second to fourth, second to fifth, second to like that. Okay, it will perform the swapping. Then third to second, third to fourth, third to like that one. It will perform the sorting. Depends on the algorithm. Huh? I'm just telling. So that is what exactly this one. Okay, but again, internal logic have been put as abstract for us. We internal logic have been put as abstract to us. So this compare method is again called internally. This compare method is again called internally. See, we have not called that one method in here to here. That means what the sort method internally calls the compare method. Yes, here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is what the comparator. Okay, we can use this one to the other collections too. Okay, we'll see this one tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow again we will discuss about the comparable too. Practically, we will see that. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah. We'll stop here then. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir, sir. Okay, sir.